In this video, you're going to learn two things that every person needs from their romantic relationship. Welcome, I'm Sheena Moodliar. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and a certified clinical trauma professional. I help people who want to make sense of their emotions, heal from trauma, and have meaningful connection with their loved ones. What research has shown is that people tend to need two very specific things in order to feel satisfied in their relationship. And not only do we need it from our romantic relationship, but actually, this started when we were much younger, when we were children. So I want to take you back. I want to take you back to the time when you were very young, just when your memories were first starting to form. And maybe you can't remember quite that far back. So maybe think of a child who is about 2 years old and think about their behavior with their primary caregiver. So usually children who are young will want to be up in the person's lap and cuddling and snuggling and being close. And then they'll want to get down and they'll want to wander away and they'll want to go play a little bit and explore and check things out. And then they want to come back and they want to touch and be close to their caregiver, and then they want to go play. This is a really important bonding activity that young children will engage in to help them feel close and secure to their caregiver, but also help them to feel safe going out and exploring. And what they're doing is they're coming to make sure that their caregiver is still there for them. They're coming for that security and that closeness and that comfort. And when they have that security and closeness and comfort, then they feel safe going out and exploring. And this need for a safe base, let me try that again. This need for a safe haven and a secure base is something that we as humans need throughout our lives. When we develop it when we're young, it's easier to experience it when we're older. When it's disrupted when we're young, then we're more anxious and fearful and sometimes avoidant of our romantic partner because we don't feel as safe and secure in the relationship. And so, regardless of your background, whether you had a fairly stable and secure upbringing or not, we still need that from our partner in order to feel safe and secure in this world. So, what I've noticed is that a lot of arguments between couples can actually revolve around this very issue. And the arguments take a lot of different forms. So they could be arguments over finances. They could be arguments over how much time is spent apart versus together. Could be arguments about how involved the in-laws are. It could be arguments over parenting or differences in religious pursuits. It could be arguments over division of labor in the home. But what these arguments often come back down to are these fundamental questions. Are you there for me? Do you see me? Do you get me? Do you hear me? Am I safe with you? Are my emotions safe with you? Because if I'm not safe and secure with you, then it stresses me out in every other part of my life. I don't feel like I can go out into this world and feel safe to explore. So that fundamental need that we start to see in very young children is there with us throughout our lives. And when these needs for a safe haven and a secure base are not being met, then we're more prone to feeling anxious in the relationship, and we're more prone to arguing, we're more prone to emotional dysregulation. So now let's talk about, what does a safe haven look like and what does a secure base look like? What kinds of things would you be doing to provide a safe haven and a secure base to your partner? And how would you know if you're experiencing these things from them? So I'm going to give you some examples from a book called An Emotionally Focused Workbook for Couples. This is what it looks like, and I have a link to it in the description below this video. It's by Veronica Cayoslily and Jennifer Fitzgerald. And they say that a safe haven looks like these things. It means listening when the other person is worried. It means being attentive when the other person is sick. It means helping when the other person is tired. It means asking about the other person's feelings. It means staying engaged when your partner feels confused. It means discussing and debriefing the day together. And it means expressing concern and providing physical comfort. So here's what a secure base would look like. You support the other person's work and activities. You ask questions that reflect your curiosity and interest in what the other person is doing. You ask them about their hopes and dreams and goals, and then you support them in them. You take an interest in the things that your partner is studying and pursuing. And you bolster their confidence with your encouragement. So I invite you to think about how you're doing with providing these things to your partner, and to think about whether you're getting these needs met for yourself. If not, it could be a reason why you're experiencing a lot of distress and arguments in your relationship. So I hope that you found that helpful. If you would like to go even deeper into this topic, please go over to sheenacastcounseling.com to schedule a free consultation and to learn about how counseling services can help you establish a safe haven and a secure base in your relationship. And if you are not a resident of Washington State and ineligible for my counseling services, then I would love to continue to stay in touch with you. Go over to sheenacastcounseling.com and subscribe for my email updates. And you will be the first to know when my newest course comes out, which is all about supporting couples in having these basic needs met in their relationship. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next video. Take good care.